In the stable.
Can I roll like for a nat 20 and then be alive?
Sure, go for it.
This is to the corn god.
Helio.
I know I left for a while, but...
20! In the past few years, Dungeons & Dragons has gone from a very private affair to something that has gained major cultural significance.
The Demogorgon!
With its rise in mainstream popularity, we have seen a number of shows portraying role-playing games. And not just shows, but also podcasts and live productions. In fact, in college I was part of a team that made a documentary on a group that played at a local theater. Clearly there is something unique about this genre that is attracting such a large following. First of all, I want to start by recognizing that this might seem like an odd topic for a channel called Ode to Cinema to be talking about, but I think it's important to explore storytelling in mediums other than just film to get a fresh perspective on how it could be done differently. Also, given the satanic panic surrounding Dungeons & Dragons in the 80s, this seemed like a decent topic to talk about around the time of Halloween.
Suicides and murders.
In this video, I'll be focusing mainly on the shows Critical Role, Dimension 20, and HarmonQuest. So how did D&D shows pick up steam? Even some of the creators didn't expect their shows to have any success.
What? People will watch us play D&D?
Yeah, we were more skeptics than anything. We were like,
Yeah.
nobody's going to watch this. We'll do it one time. Like 15 people will watch.
Yeah.
And we'll be like, okay, that was fun.
And yet, Critical Role has had a massive following for years now, and Dimension 20 and HarmonQuest have both just concluded their third seasons. Each show has its own unique style and quirk, whether it's done with skilled voice actors, improvisers, or celebrity guests. HarmonQuest stands out for its animation and more relaxed comedic approach, where the story tends to take a bit of a backseat. Dimension 20 and Critical Role fall more in the typical Dungeons & Dragons style, with a focus on characters and story, though each have their own unique balance of drama and comedy. One thing that sets role-playing games apart is their focus on collaborative storytelling. The Dungeon Master typically has a loose plan of where the story will go, but the players are free to act however they want and make decisions that will also affect the story. In this sense, D&D becomes a form of scripted improv. We're not seeing random, disconnected scenes like we might at an improv show, but rather a continuous, expanding story in which we can see characters grow over long periods of time, and villains get their comeuppance. Unlike scripted TV shows, we get to see a story created before our very eyes, and in a sense, it feels like we are there with each of these characters, experiencing the events of the story along with them, and never knowing what's around the next corner. Another unique aspect of role-playing games is the element of randomness. Successes and failures are determined by the roll of a die. It gives the story an edge-of-your-seat factor, in which a die roll could mean the difference between life and death. Even the Dungeon Master doesn't have complete control over how each scenario will play out, and it makes the natural 20s feel that much more exciting. In some ways, there's a refreshing lack of structure to D&D shows. Each player is trying to play their character to the best of their ability, but with random dice rolls and the Dungeon Master working against you, it may not work out the way you plan. This leads players to come up with new ideas and creative approaches, and experience failures no one could have expected. This does away with any predictable and overused story beats we might be familiar with, and while it may feel a bit awkward at times, it makes the story feel wholly unique and original. All of these aspects come together to give role-playing game shows their unique style and feel. While they all may be playing the same game, every player, decision, and outcome is different. You never know what's coming next, and that's what makes it so great to watch. Hey guys, thanks so much for watching. If you like what you see, hit the subscribe button to see more like it in the future, and comment down below what you love about Dungeons & Dragons, or your favorite role-playing show. Thanks again for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.